It's been great. I think Drake was a extremely consistent player who was also able to control playing free. So I think learning how to go from week to week, watching film, being consistent, being rare, even kill, not having a lot of ups and downs. I think I can learn a lot from that. It's something I'm trying to really add into my game and just my life in general, being a consistent person. So.
Coach mentioned there's not a lot of buzz around you guys right now. Do you kind of take that as a good thing?
I think if they were to say there was buzz around us, we would say that as a good thing. And I think the best thing is to just take whatever situation you're in and use it for the best. Try to take the best from whatever situation you're in. So
you guys are both fighting for the same job, and theoretically, only one of you is going to get to play. How do you maintain your relationship through this, and what kind of conversations do you have with each other about the competition that's getting ready to happen?
I mean, we're going to push each other to be the best we can be. We're going to learn from each other. We're going to learn from each other's mistakes. We're going to see each other's successes, celebrate each other, learn from each other's successes as well. I think we have a great relationship on and off the field. Of course, we both want to play, and we're going to be the best we can be on and off the field. And I think our relationship goes past just football. And we've built a great friendship since January, and looking forward to continuing to build that. But when it comes to the field, of course, we both want to play, and we're going to give our best.
Obviously, you guys want to always raise the bar, but being a Tar Heel QB, you guys now have some names. There's a list that's not short. Just being part of that legacy of Tar Heel quarterbacks recently that have just been putting out productive guys year after year recently, wanting to be part of that list.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think we learn a lot from those guys too, and watch film on them, see where they succeeded and see where they failed. I'd say everybody from Drake to Sam to me and Max all have different strengths and different weaknesses. So trying to highlight those and bring out the best in my game, the best in his game. So
Connor, what about your take on the relationship between you guys as you go into this competition, and how does the dynamic of that change once one of you wins the job?
Yeah, I think just the relationship, we're around each other so much, more than anybody else on the team, and so we build a bond. We know the ultimate goal, and that's to win as many games as we can, win the championship. And when somebody wins a job, I think it's just supportive. We care about the team, and we want the best for the team. We want to win games, so that's the most important thing.
Max, if you were given a scouting report on Connor as a quarterback, how would you break him down?
I think he can make all the throws. I think he's a great quarterback that I've seen play versus West Virginia. I haven't gotten to be around him last year, but I've gotten to be around him in the spring. I think he understands coverages, and he's continuing to get better. He works really hard, so that's what I'd say.
Connor, if you were given a scouting report on Max as a quarterback, how would you break him down?
Yeah, I would say a lot of experienced guy. You're not going to be able to rattle him easy. Understands coverages, very accurate. Can escape. I know it's probably not given as much credit as he is, but he can escape. He's a fast guy, so you can't just. He's not just a quarterback. So
speaking of the SEC, what are your overall impressions of the talent level that you're seeing on film on the ACC as you enter this year?
I think football is football. I think everybody's good. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy different. I'm excited to see the differences between both the SEC and ACC. But I think football is football. I think everybody's good. There's some guys that get overlooked that are really good. The Adam Thielens that didn't get drafted, but the guys that don't get seen. I think there's so many good players out there that it doesn't matter where you are. It's just what you do with your situation given.
Who do y'all think has the biggest personality on the team?
I think one of them standing right next to us, JJ Jones. Huge personality. Caleb Hood, another guy. I think those.
Big Trav.
Big Trav, yeah. Huge personality.
Max, we've heard your father be talked about, but your mom is also a stellar athlete as well. I mean, has she had an opinion on your journey as well? And if so, are you willing to share?
Of course, yeah. I mean, she played volleyball at USF, and so she understands, sports in general. So she's always been there by my side. She's big on what I like to eat, the way I recover and stuff like that. So she's always been there for me, and she's always been someone I lean on.
Your brother came here as well, right?
He did.
What position does he play?
Plays tight end. So he started at A&M with me and then transferred South Carolina as well.
So are we going to see a connection there
That's the
multiple
plan, we'll
times?
see.
I like that.
As Coach Lindsay talked to you guys about how this competition may work. I mean, are you guys going to, one day you'll be with the ones, the next day you'll be with the ones. Have they kind of outline, what they're looking for and how it's going to play out?
A lot of rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, we use. I mean, of course, Coach Lindsay will determine, I guess, who the starter's going to be, but we usually switch off, day in and day out, who gets the ones and who gets the twos. So that's what we kind of did in spring, and we'll see where that goes in fall game.
How did the dynamic change with Jacoby coming in since suspending?
Yeah, I think he came in for, that's just part of the game, and Coach Lindsay brought him in for a reason. So did Coach Brown. I have a good relationship with him. I'm sure everyone's going to get reps. So I'm looking forward to, kind of seeing the dynamic of fall camp and how it goes.
I was waiting for you to ask a follow-up. So, go ahead. How much does having a guy like Marion just kind of take a little bit of, a lot of pressure off of either one of you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think in order to have a good team, you got to be good in every aspect. So, good receivers, a good running back, good tight ends. Having to guard everything, having to worry about everything, it's hard to stop. So, well-oiled machine.
That tight end room, obviously very productive last year. Now your brother's in there. What can you talk about? What that room brings to your offense and how maybe you can utilize more than one or more than two of those guys at the same time?
I think that it's important that guys aren't playing tired, and that's a huge thing. If we have multiple tight ends, we can utilize one in this part of the game, utilize one in the other part of the game, but also like if one's tired, if one's gassed, we can keep them fresh, and that's a huge part of the game.
Go ahead, JJ.
I know you guys are both leaders on the team. How would you guys describe your leadership style? Do you guys think it's kind of alike? Are you more of a vocal leader or are you more of an action kind of guy?
I think for me, I've been able to do both. I've had to. You can't come in as a transfer and just start vocally leading without earning people's respect. So I think when I first got here, I had to earn people's respect by the way I, the way I worked, the way I put my head down and just did things. I think I've opened up more as a vocal leader since I've been here. I think I've been a vocal leader everywhere else I've been. I think that's, I'm continuing to open up as a vocal leader here, and it's been really good just because, I had to earn everybody's respect. You can't come in here and just start talking and, people don't know what you're about.
Yeah, I'd say I've definitely grown a lot as a vocal leader. Being behind Drake, he's a leader of the team. He's the guy. So that's been a big point of emphasis this year is open up my mouth and talking to people. I know I can affect a lot of people in a positive way, especially freshmen who are coming in, don't exactly know the landscape. So I've been trying to make that a focal point.
What's it like doing these interviews together? Was your guys' idea to do a co-interview like this?
We had no idea.
Yeah.
We was just kind of we're going on the fly and going with it.
Yeah.
So both of you guys have dealt with being the back as well as Jacoby. How was that helpful for you guys going into camp?
I mean, I think it's just being able to learn from people and learn from people's experiences, success, failures, like we were saying. It's a part of football, but of course, we both want to be the starter, and that's what we're working towards.
I'd like to go back to the question he asked about being at the same table here. Is it awkward? Is it is it weird? How's going through your mind with this?
I'd say like I said before, this is not our first conversation. We talk all the time, and we're around each other all the time. So I don't think it's weird at all.
What were your guys' first reactions to Jacoby coming in? He had been here too, in a way. You probably already knew him, right?
Yeah. So I was a freshman when he was here. Learned a lot from him. I was surprised at first, but Jacoby's a great guy, and we're super glad to have him back. As more competition, and competition is healthy and makes you better. So.
Max, you're the transfer coming in. It's human to kind of be like, in here, like I got to beat out. Did you have a human moment like that?
Yeah, of course. But I also had conversations with Coach Lindsay and our coaches about everything, and it's a part of football. It's a part of competing for a job, and I've done that for 4 years straight. And I've been through battles, and I think it's just a part of your journey.
Along those lines, guys, with Jacoby coming in, did you at all take that to be like, wow, we didn't do enough during the spring? You know what I mean? That they had to go out and get somebody else for the position.
I think an important part about playing playing a sport, playing a position is not really worrying about all of the stuff that comes, because there's going to be challenges and things. If you constantly worrying about things you can't control, like that's Jacoby coming in something we couldn't control. So I mean, worrying about that is not conducive to playing well, not conducive to being the best person I can be. So.
Did you take that, Max, as like I didn't do enough this spring? They had to go to the portal again?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think it's just a part of football. I think that everybody came in. He's coming in for depth purposes. I mean, whoever it is. But I think it's just a part of football, learning, and yeah, that's what I'd say.
Max, can you describe Connor's game, and then Connor will ask you the same question. Just what's he like as a quarterback?
I can, yeah. So I think Connor's a very dynamic player. Can make all the throws, can escape when needed to, can throw on the run, understands coverages, hard worker. I think he's continuing to get better.
Connor, can you do the same for Max?
Yeah, I say Max is extremely accurate quarterback. Understands coverages, has a lot of experience, gone against a lot of different defenses, seen a lot of different looks. I think that's experience is very crucial. I think he can get out of the pocket a lot more than people think. He's a dynamic quarterback as well.
Max, is there anything that you use that Coach Travis Nolan taught you that you at Urbana County?
I can. He taught me so much about hard work. That was probably the main thing I learned from him, and nothing's ever given to you. You had to go earn it. Talked about grit. Talked about just being the best person you can be day in and day out.
And did you see yourself here when we were sitting in biology class our freshman year?
I saw myself, but I didn't know where it was going to be. At the time, I had no clue.
Is it good to be back in the blue?
It is good to be back in the blue. It's good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, man.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, talked to a lot of veteran media guys, and I've never seen both quarterbacks in the competition sit next to each other at a media day. Is this like the Hunger Games? Like, is this only one will survive? Like, is this kind of fun?
Yeah, we saw two seats up here, and we kind of just thought that was supposed to be. I think like I've said a bunch, we've been around a lot, and we're good friends. So I don't think it's anything crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of football, part of competition. That's why we're both here. We both want to play, both want to win, and we have a great relationship outside of football and inside of football. So.
You handled that really well.
I like the Hunger Games.
Yeah, no, I'm using that.
Great reference.
I'm a Hunger Games fan. I watch all the movies this summer. So.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, but you know what happens at the end. I mean, so one of you is going to end up, being a tribute that's not around anymore, right? Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But I mean, right? I mean, there's an end game to this.
There was a movie where there was two winners, right? For sure.
This is true, yeah.
What's your sense of who's leading this thing going in to fall camp? In terms of the competition?
I think you can't tell until you get in the heat of things, get in the heat of battle. We both had good springs, good summers, so I mean, just a lot more football to be played to tell.
Same thing. I mean, we got fall camp coming up in 4 days.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know we're both looking forward to it, both competing, both getting after it.
Has Coach given you any indication as to how long this thing is going to go? Because obviously you don't want to go right to the day before the first game before you decide. You want at least a week or so with your guy running the first offense. Has he given you an indication as to when he's going to make a decision or how long it's going to take?
I couldn't say anything to that. I don't really know. I think we're just, we're both being the best we can be.
Same thing.
You guys are pros. This is good. You guys figured this out.
Obviously, we're asking you guys a lot about it, but do you get tired of the quarterback battle questions, or you just accept it that it's part of the experience? You can be honest.
I think it's both, of course. I mean, it's part of it. It's a part of it, but of course we don't want to hear it forever. But it's a part of where we are and what we're doing right now. And like I said, we're both being the best we can be every single day.
Yep. Say the same thing. It's important to learn from every season that you're in. We'll never be in this exact situation again. So it's important to just learn from it, take every lesson, and just try to come out stronger.
We often talk to quarterbacks that are battling like you guys are. They usually talk about how they keep each other uplifted. How much do you guys critique each other? And do you ever, in the back of your mind, human nature set on and say, you know what, he needs to work on that, but I'm not going to tell him because I want to win the job. Human nature is there.
Yeah, I think like I said before, the most important thing is winning a championship, and that's our goal. And so I think we want the best for the team. And
But how much do you guys critique each other? If you're Max, you're watching him doing something, you know what, your toes pointed the wrong way or something like that. How much do you guys feel comfortable doing?
I wouldn't say it's more critiquing. I think we ask questions to each other about what we're doing. I don't think it's more coming after each other. I think it's more, what do you think about this, about what I'm doing? And then we have answers for each other. So it's not like we're critiquing each other, coming after each other, but it's more helping each other after asking, what do you think we could have done about certain things?
That's an interesting kind of relationship to have, to get to a point where you have to have total trust and faith in one another, that you are being honest with each other. How long did that take with you guys?
I would say there's like, as far as in the building, we probably, aside from the coaches, we probably understand the offense. I mean, Jacoby and other quarterbacks, but like we're getting a lot of the reps, and so we understand it like at a level that not a lot of people understand it. So like we see it at a perspective that nobody else really gets to see it at, and so like we see things, we're able to talk about things that is unique, and so and that only us two understand. So I think that's pretty cool. We kind of bounce off each other.
You guys a two-part question for each of you. First, Max, you're scouting him. What are two things you absolutely cannot let him down? Or you got to try to take him out?
I mean, I don't want to just take away all the good things, but I would say if I'm him, I'm not letting him throw the deep ball. I'm definitely not doing that. I'm definitely not letting him go QB draw. Nah, he hit the defense so many times in the spring, ran a certain play. I mean, he probably broke it 10, 15 times.
I think they won in the spring game too, right?
It
It was in a practice that we saw.
Yeah, that's
It was a TD in practice.
Yeah, it was
for
in
sure.
practice. Yeah. Okay, same question to you about him.
I'd say deep ball too. Really good deep ball thrower. I wouldn't sit back in end zone and really soft zone and just let him pick you apart.
I guess just for both of you guys, just kind of a random question, but do you guys have like a favorite pregame song, like hype song that you go to?
I listen to Travis Green before the game. He's kind of like Christian artist. I love him. Yeah, he's awesome. So I listen to his music, Found and Won't Let Go. Those two songs are really good.
I kind of listen to more mellow music. I used to listen to a lot of rap when I was younger, freshman year, and hardcore rap. But I don't really listen to rap anymore. I kind of listen to Christian music, country music, just kind of more relaxed, kind of loose.
Do you guys like compare notes on the country music, Christian music at all? Share some music with each other?
I try to play some Christian music in the morning sometimes, and I mean, I'd say that's probably the extent of it. So.
I think the only time we hear each other's music is either in the locker room or in the car going somewhere.
Connor, how would you rate Kamon's drip over here?
10 out of 10, 100%. He has everything calculated out. He got the chain, got it unbuttoned the perfect amount. Got the striped suit, fits perfectly. The shades,
You know
the
where
whole
the
9
shades
yards.
came from?
I do not know where the shades came
Amazon.
from. Amazon. Wow.
Right?
I wouldn't expect
You never
that.
know, right?
You never know.
So how does it compare to yours today?
Well, we actually so my dad is a custom clothing tailor. He made both of our suits, and custom made both of them. So I think both of ours are different, but they're really good in their own way.
In Charlotte, we paid a lot of attention to Chris Leak and Sim Tebow when they were playing on the same team. Really, you could see some togetherness though, right? So they allowed them to have packages within each other. Chris pretty much started the season, Tim ended up finishing the season. Would you guys appreciate a system like that, or would that during the season against teams like Florida State that were tough, would that throw your mindset a little bit?
I think I trust the coach's plan. They've been doing this for a while, and they know what's best for the team. That's a good question. I think that the most important thing is winning the game, and being able to play under any circumstances is important. I think best answer is trust the coaches.
Your dad made both of those suits?
He made me and Cayman suits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. That's what he does?
That's what he does.
Okay.
Doing it for forever, 20, 30 years.
So I got no drip.
No, you look great. You look good.
I'm kidding. I just got that Men's Warehouse.
You know, some of Mac's best teams used two quarterbacks. if you go back to when he was here at Carolina the first time, the last 2 teams he had, top 10 teams, they used 2 quarterbacks. One was all conference, but Chris Kelber, but Oscar Davis could still play a lot. The next year he was more the starter. He has a history. He did it at Texas too. Major Applewhite was rotating and stuff like that. So how much do you know about his history of having success with 2 quarterbacks? It takes a special skill for 2 quarterbacks to learn how to coexist, but also for a coach to learn how to coach 2 quarterbacks that you're relying on to win games. Not trying to figure it out, but win games.
Yeah, I mean, that hasn't, like, I don't think either of us have thought about it that much. I think that
your dad, ask him about Mac winning with 2 quarterbacks.
I will.
He did it a lot. I'm sure your dad knows a lot about that.
I think a very important thing is kind of living in the moment and not really, worrying about the future too much. And we're going into fall camp and trying to be the best we can. So, we never know what's going to happen in a month or 2. So living in the moment is really important.
How did they explain? I'm not trying to harp on the Jacoby stuff, but we hadn't seen you for a while.
Haven't seen you since spring.
How did they explain it to you? Like when they came, whoever, Chip or whoever came, like how did they explain like why we're bringing in a 3rd dude?
I mean, you also have to remember we lost a quarterback in the portal too. Like Ted Hudson went to Coastal Carolina, and so there's obviously more depth with whoever plays. But they said Kobe's coming back. We feel like it's going to benefit our team, and it is what it is, and that's part of college football, like what he's saying. So that's how they explain it to me at least.
And then specifically, and again, like just harping on this, but obviously it's our job to get the details. Do you remember who told you that and where it was?
Who told us that Jacoby was coming back? Coach Lindsey told me.
Okay.
I'm not sure the date or anything he told me, but it was probably a couple weeks before it happened. I kind of knew going in what was going on. Yeah, he just told me in the quarterback room after one day.
Yeah.
And you said you were surprised though.
I was surprised, but at the same time, I mean, I know it's part of what's going on, and for depth reasons for us, I understood the move.
And then with you, same question. Was it Coach Lindsey was in the quarterback room? What was the situation with you?
Yeah, the same thing. Coach Lindsey told us and told me, brought me in, and told me how it was going to happen. And me and Jacoby are good friends, so good having him back.
Yeah, both of you individually, not together.
Individually.
Connor, can I just ask you? You said your dad makes custom suits.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have a business?
He does have a business,
Okay.
Marvin Lewis.
What is it called?
Marvin Lewis.
Marvin Lewis.
Ask Cayman, he's got a surprise inside of his suit too.
Okay, I'll ask him
Ask
that.
him.
And is it located? Where is it located?
He'll know what I'm talking about.
No, you. I'm.
Oh,
because I'm gonna write about.
Okay, yeah, no, he works from home, so he doesn't have an
Okay.
office. He works, and he'll travel to his clients and has vendors from all overseas and whatnot. So.
What's the? Is there a social media ad or anything?
Yeah. So there's a website, marvinlewis.com.
Okay.
I'll make sure to get his card to you and everything.
Okay. And he's been doing this
20, 30 years, as long as I can remember.
So you've always been the best dressed.
Oh, like any event, he's got me right. Prom, all that. It's been good.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm digging a little bit, but whenever you made that decision, LSU over Coach Rick, Uncle Rick at Miami, what was his reaction to that? Or did he have one? Or was it just like, hey, they're more competitive than us right now?
Yeah, for me it was. I thought it would have been weird if I would have gone to Miami. With my cousin was a quarterback coach. My uncle was the head coach. And it was just a weird situation for me because if I was the starter, it would have been that's his nephew. I mean, I wouldn't like to do that, but I mean, I went on recruiting trips there and enjoyed my time there, but I didn't think that was the best fit for me.
Yeah, I passed on a school to play baseball that because my uncle had a big relationship there.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to be somehow involved.
Yeah.
Either get preferential treatment or the opposite.
Yeah.
It's still good.
I agree.
Yeah, and sorry if you guys kind of asked this already, but just want to ask, how comfortable have you guys gotten so far since spring, just getting to know the offense? And Connor, I know you've been practicing with it for the past few years, but just also too for you, just how has it been learning it?
I think a lot of teams in general run the same plays mostly. Everybody just calls it a little bit something different. For me, I've had the last 7 months to kind of study and get after the playbook, and that's why I'm so excited for fall campus because I think it'll be a lot different in spring just because this is my first time running plays, and I think I've learned so much from them. being able to be in the offense for, like I said, 4 or 7 months, I think will be helpful.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
See you Monday.
Yes, sir.
Again, sorry to, like you said, if you've been asked this 1,000 times, but have y'all gotten the opportunity to play college football 25? And if so, what are your experiences with it?
I played it once. I played when it first came out in our facility. It's cool, play with yourself. I think that's a once in a lifetime experience. I think it's even more cool, like people from everywhere texting me, hey, I'm playing with you, like I did this with family and friends. So I think that's a cool experience.
I think growing up playing Madden and all the games when I was younger, hoping to be in the game one day, I think it's pretty special to have that opportunity to play with yourself and the new game. And I played with myself a couple times, and I've enjoyed playing the game and had a lot of fun with it.
And for you, how accurate do you think it is to game day?
To game day?
Yeah.
It's extremely accurate. Like the way we run out, all like the people on both sides with when we run out of the stadium. I think it's uncanny how it brings me back.
Yeah, and Kamen said that it made him sympathetic towards football fans. Do you feel that way at all?
Yeah, I think that NCAA football 14 is extremely meaningful to a lot of football fans. Being able to relive that experience year round, I think it's really great.
When you guys look across the roster, position groups or players on either side of the ball, who are some guys you think have that breakout potential as guys we're talking about when the season starts?
I think, honestly, we got so many guys all around the board. You can't just highlight, a couple guys. We got Amarion. He's going to keep doing his thing. I got to watch film on him from last year. He's an absolute stud. Can do everything: catch, run, pass, protect, everything in between. I think we got a lot of older guys coming back. JJ, Paul, Gavo, Nate. So many guys coming back. Chris Culliver. They got a bunch of young guys that are coming on board, which I'm excited to see. And I think fall camp is going to kind of show, where everyone can, showcase their talents.
I think it's pretty cool. We have an opportunity for the receiving room, tight end room, and running back room to play. We're all rested the whole game. If everybody stays healthy, we can play full energy because we have a lot of guys that can play really well.
Hearing a lot about Jordan Shipp, man. What have y'all seen from him as a young guy coming in?
Another guy with a huge personality. I love Jordan, but he's came in and he feels like he's a rookie but a vet. Kind of that dynamic where he already kind of moves well, kind of act like he's been here before. Just kind of picked up the offense really fast, really smart guy, and very very good chance he can make an impact this year.
Yeah, I don't see him as a freshman. He doesn't act like a freshman. He doesn't work like a freshman. He works like an older guy. Very dynamic, can run all the routes. Great hands, catch any ball. Very physical when it comes to just route running. But I think all our guys are like that. We have so many guys that can do pretty much everything. Playing the slot, playing the outside, the tight ends, the backs, can all split them out wide, playing empty. So I think we got an opportunity to do, a lot of things, and pretty much we can run anything we want to.
Yeah, you guys will be following, two great quarterbacks in the history of North Carolina and in college football. I know it's going to be hard to replicate what they did, but what's a part of either of you guys' games that you guys feel like will add your own flair to the UNC offense this year?
I think I don't get as much credit for the way I can run. I think people think I'm just a guy that sits in the pocket. I think I have an opportunity to showcase that. I think I'm very, very accurate. I think I make great decisions. I understand coverages. I think I can make all the throws. I understand, situational football, 2-minute drill, third down, all the downs. I think being able to play in so many systems I've learned from so many great people, so many great coordinators, learned so many different offenses and how and what certain things work against what defenses and what doesn't.
What was your question? I'm sorry.
What's a part of your game that you feel like will add your own flair to the UNC offense this year that UNC probably hasn't seen in the past couple years?
Yeah. UNC's definitely seen a lot, but I feel like I'm very dynamic, can make any throw. I think it's tough if I can really hone into being able to do everything. I know I can have a speed. I know I can get out of a situation when I need to. If I can do that and also pick apart defenses. I think that's going to be really hard to stop.
And then also too, what's it kind of been like building those relationships with your receiving core and your running backs as well? Because like I said, you guys got plenty of talent outside of you guys to work with this year.
Yeah, I think it's been important to kind of hang out with everybody off the field. I think that's kind of been fun for us to kind of build relationships with everybody on the weekends, go through out on the weekends, go play golf, go hang out. But I think we've done a really good job of kind of throwing a lot. We've been throwing 3-4 times a week instead of just 1 or 2. So I think we've gotten a lot of throwing in, kind of got the timing down. So I'm looking forward to kind of seeing that play out in fall camp.
That's kind of good to see you guys. I actually had a question for both of y'all, but real quick, Connor, your dad mentioned that he was gonna, help you put the ACC, kickoff suit together. I don't know if he did that or not, but can you kind of break down your what you got going on and how everything getting done?
Oh, it's this suit. So he has a lot of options. He has unlimited amount of books that you can look through and pick what you want. I decided on this one. We actually kind of argued a little bit. I don't know if this is the one he would have went with, but I liked it.
Yeah.
Got my name embroidered and all that, and got some Bible verses inside. So I think it's pretty cool. It's really fun. It's great father-son time too. Being able to pick out what suit you want. It's a pretty cool experience.
Sure, one thing I've actually been asking, everybody, a little bit somewhat of a lighthearted one. If you guys had a chance to play the EA game that just came out, and just kind of your first impressions of that game.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I've gotten to play the new game. It's pretty special for me now, just to kind of see both of our names out on the field. When we were little, of course, we wish we could have been in the games. And I love playing with this guy. I love playing with this player. But it's kind of special to see your name on there and kind of play with your buddies. And it's pretty special to get a text or a phone call from some of your friends saying they're playing with you.
Yeah. I say the same thing. It's cool being able to see your name, see you out there, teammates coming up to you, saying they got one game with you or friends back home, like Max said, saying, hey, I scored a touchdown with you. I think it's an awesome experience.
And then real quick, just had a follow up on that. I mean, just kind of the significance of the fact that college athletes are able to be in that game. I'm sure you guys obviously played your share of sports video games growing up, but just like the significance of college athletes being able to be a part of that. Just what does that mean to you?
I think it's really good. I think it's how it's supposed to be. All the whole new landscape of college football. I think it's kind of the way it should be, and so I'm glad we get this opportunity. A great time to be a college football player. I know Drake's kind of kicking the air right now, but I mean, probably not his third pick, but this
he'll be on that inside.
it's all good. But no, it's a great experience.
I had a question for both of you. Max, my show co-host, is friends with your dad. He played in the NFL. He's got a kid that plays, college football, quarterback position. So one thing that he always talks about is just the difficulty of being like a quarterback dad, right? Like you want to move mountains for your kid, but you don't because you want them to be able to move mountains. What advice would you give to dads out there that are looking to bring up the next Max Johnson?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, as for me, I've always wanted to be pushed by my dad since he accomplished so much, and he's been through so many things. He was a 7th-string quarterback at Florida State, and I think he ended up playing 2 games. So he's had the bad experience, he's had the highs, he's had the lows. But I feel like I've learned so much from him. But I would say, to the dads out there, just love your kid as much as you can, and push them to be the absolute best they can, while also being someone that they can lean on through the good times and bad times, and while also being able to give wisdom and advice to your kids as well.
Appreciate you. So I'm a big high school football fan, huge high school football fan. I know you beat Connor Nix in state championship game in Alabama, right?
Yes, sir.
And now he's playing defense at Clemson.
Yeah.
Has it ever run through your mind of like, we might be able to get to run this back?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we did. My senior year in UAB Stadium, we beat him. That was a cool experience. He was a really good player. I didn't even think about that actually, that we might get to run it back, but yeah, that's pretty cool.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I heard you guys are both good at golf, so if you guys did a 1v1, who you guys think would win?
Max got me by about 8 or 9 strokes. He got me.
I think we've both gotten better. I think that we should do a 3-way competition between us two right here and you sitting right there.
Put it back on.
That's what I think.
I heard sometime recently that JJ hasn't broken 100 yet. That's what I heard.
I heard that too.
Everybody's asking football questions. I'd like to end your day with some
little bit of fun here. We'll go day game or night game?
Day game.
Night game.
Okay. Whiteout or blackout?
Whiteout.
Blackout.
Favorite road atmosphere that you played in?
Clemson last year.
Tennessee.
One that you're looking forward to playing in this year?
Florida State.
Florida State.
What's the song that you listen to get hyped up in the locker room?
Praise Break by Travis Green.
I'm kind of switch it up. I don't like playing the same certain song or certain music every single time. I'm more mellow music. I like mellow music.
You're a pro wrestler. What's your finisher?
I know zero about wrestling.
I don't either, but I would like to say I'm coming off the rope somehow.
Okay, I'll take that. Scooters on campus. Great idea or terrible idea?
For me, I think it's a bad idea just because campus gets so full. Like I don't like maneuvering around people. I like to enjoy nature and whatnot.
Great idea. I think the last 4 years I've saved 200 miles, 250 miles walking. I don't think I've ever had any accident where I've come close to hitting anybody, but I've definitely had some where I've fallen off the screen.
All right. The social media trend you wish would go away?
Social media trend I wish would go away.
Or the one you want to keep? Either one.
No idea. Anything.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
Even know.
Okay, that's fair. And then you guys are in Chapel Hill, so hopefully nearby. What's your cookout tray order? You go to
Cookout tray order?
Yes.
I get the chicken quesadillas, and then with 2 chicken wraps on the side.
Fair. I like that.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not a cookout guy. I used to go in high school after every single Friday night game. I would get chicken tenders, a cheeseburger, and a milkshake.
Okay. What kind of milkshake?
Oreo always.
Oreo?
Oreo.
Good stuff. I was telling a guy from Duke put me onto an Oreo cappuccino milkshake a couple of years ago because that mixes stuff together for me.
Never heard of it.
Oh, God. Yeah. It was D-Wayne Carter right there. He put me on that.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. All right, since you're in Chapel Hill, Raising Cane's, worth it? Not worth it?
Worth it.
I would say worth it. I didn't grow up, but when I was in LSU, they had the first ever created canes that I would go to all the time. So I think I almost ate too much canes. So I've only had it probably 3 or 4 times here. Huge believer in no coleslaw and honey mustard instead of cane sauce.
Controversial take there. Controversial take.
Huge controversial take. I'm like from the deeper south from Alabama. When I got up to North Carolina, they love Bojangles, and Zaxby's is 10 times better than Bojangles. So
I'm scared that these cameras are running right here, and the pitchforks and everything running you guys out of town. All right. Well, good luck this season, guys. Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, watch out, man. You go walking back. Just in case. Hey,
Bojangles good too, but Zaxby's.
Yeah, I mean, guys, I guess, and you know, I've been bouncing other spots, but Jeremy, what's up? Hey, yo.
Some tiny right.
That's what. Hey, yeah, actually.
I'm gonna get a picture with you and Cayman for Ashley to do the story, and then we gotta go to sit. So you have anything else for Connor?
Yeah, I was just really quick with them. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of folks are probably, you know, gonna be writing about Kiwi Battle. That's one. Obviously, you guys have been asked about a lot. Like, what's something that you guys haven't been asked about in terms of this, or just something that you want to share that maybe people don't know or overlook in terms of this situation?
I think that we've kind of talked about what we want to do and what we want to accomplish. I think we're on the same team, but we're competing for one spot. I think that just comes with being a quarterback. Only one guy can play at a time. I think we both want to be the best we can be. We're working, separately, but also we're working together because we're playing for the same team.
I think just about everything's been asked. Everybody's find a way to get the most out of us as possible. It was a good thing, but same things. We're working for the same goal. We want to make each other better, and in the day we want to win a championship.
I want to know how you guys picked out your outfits.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So my dad is a custom coder, tailor. So he has all the books and stuff. He picked out. Well, I picked out my suit from his options. And,
So that's a custom-made suit.
Yes, sir. Custom made.
All right, and you picked out a pattern?
I did.
Did your dad make any suggestions?
We actually disagreed a little bit. He thought I should have went with something different, but I kind of liked it. Yeah.
What did your mom think about it?
My mom liked it. My mom did like it. Yeah, my mom agreed with me.
All right.
I got a bunch of suits, but I kind of want to change it up and go a little more Carolina blue.
I was going to say that's a perfect fit there.
I kind of just want to do
You may want to compliment it with red, but you better not do that because then the NC State fans will pick out.
Yes, I agree.
So, welcome to the season. Looking forward to covering you guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you.